to another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. I'm here today with Maci Bass, who is part of the artistic team behind Blippi, the wonderful world tour, which opened actually yesterday at the Harold Pinter Theatre in the West End of London. How are you today?
I'm doing so well, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you. So tell me all about your specific role in this show.
I've been involved with Blippi and the Blippi shows for quite some time now. And this specific one, Blippi, the Wonderful World Tour, actually started out as one of the actors in the show. And so that's truly really exciting. And then I've had the opportunity to grow with it and become an associate director for the production. So that's my role with this West End production, is the associate director.
Amazing. So, I mean, obviously, the kids out there will 100% know who Blippi is. But for people of a certain age like me who has an adult child now, I'm not
Mhm.
familiar with Blippi. So please fill us in on this sort of larger than life character.
Yes, so Blippi is truly a wonderful character who brings curiosity, inspires curiosity in preschoolers around the world by creating content and experiences that are relatable and accessible and truly make learning fun for children and for young audiences. He's become a worldwide sensation and just uses singing and dancing and everyday talking about everyday life things with these kids and makes it really fun and exciting to them.
Sure. Okay. So the premise of the show, can you sort of talk us through what people can expect when they come to see it?
Absolutely. So the premise of the show is Blippi is on his world tour and he's traveling around to your city to meet you and to teach you all about his favorite vehicles and to sing all his favorite songs and get everyone's wiggles out, of course. So you can expect all of the fan favorite songs that you see on the TV and in his on screen, and lots of singing and dancing and audience participation as well.
Sure. I mean, it sounds wonderful, and it's for kids. Sort of what age bracket would you say?
It's primarily for younger audiences, for I'd say ages 3 to 7, but you'd be surprised. The entire whole families enjoy it, of all ages. The adults and older siblings truly have a good time at the shows as well.
Yeah, fantastic. So, how was the show last night?
Oh, wonderful. We've had such great audiences so far, and we're so excited to be here through the summer to many families can come and visit and get the chance to come up on stage and meet Blippi and Mika and have a photo with them. And
Oh,
yes, it's
great.
been truly fun so far.
Yeah, oh, that sounds great that their kids can actually meet them and have photographs. I mean, that's finishes off such a great sort of event for them. I mean, this
Mhm.
tour is worldwide. I mean, you've mentioned that it's called obviously the World Tour. So, do you travel with the tour?
Yes, the tour, we've been all around the place
Yeah.
recently. We just wrapped up performances in Manila in the Philippines and in
Wow.
Kuwait, previously in South Africa and Dubai and the US run, of course. So we've gone to so many places with the tour and continue to try and reach more audiences.
Sure. And how is it for you, sort of like the traveling life? I mean, it must be amazing, really, to see all these different countries. But obviously you're working as well. So it's hard. But what's it
Yeah.
like from a personal point of view?
Just such a dream come true. So exciting and so thrilling, just to be able to travel in general, but also to be able to bring such excitement for these kids around the world.
Mm.
It's really heartwarming and truly, truly exciting. Can't complain about it at all.
No, absolutely. Living the dream, as they say.
Mhm.
So do you have a favorite sort of country that you visited so far?
I don't know that I can pick a favorite. I learned something new in each one, and it's a new experience in each one. Yeah, I don't know that I could pick a favorite. That would be way too hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you're spending the summer in London. So what is it, when you're not working, what is it that you'd like to do whilst you're here? Have you visited before?
I have visited before. I was actually in town previously for Blippi the musical.
Oh, okay.
So Blippi keeps bringing me back to London, which I'm not mad about.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy just visiting all the different cuisines that you have. You all have so much international cuisines. So I like to do that. I like to explore the different foods,
Sure.
and sightsee, of course. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There's lots to do, as they say.
Mhm.
I mean, do you go and see sort of other shows whilst you're in London as well?
Absolutely. Any chance I get, I try to see the different shows.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm thrilled that I get to have that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it must be great. I mean, the team that you work with, obviously, I assume you all get on really well because it's a long time to be touring all together. So
Oh,
it,
it's a fantastic group. Yeah.
yeah. So do you do stuff together as well whilst you're
Hmm.
touring? Yeah.
Yeah, as much as we can. We will go out together or see shows together or have different experiences. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have sort of a particular sort of section of the show that you just really love and you can watch it over and over? Is there a certain scene?
There is a section called the Vehicle Mega Mix, and if you've seen the show, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. When all of Blippi's favorite vehicles come out on stage, it's quite exciting, and the kids love it, and the families love it. So that's probably my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, sure. And from a sort of directorial point of view, I mean,
Mhm.
this Blippi is an online sensation, shall we say. So kids kind of have high expectations, I would imagine, coming to see the show. So, how do you sort of go through your process of making sure the kids are happy with what they see?
It's quite easy for me actually, just because I've worked with the Blippi brand for so long. So I have
Okay.
come accustomed to knowing what to expect and what the kids will expect. So we're really precious about it, and we put a lot of attention into detail about who Blippi is and who Mika is, his friend, and who the buddies are, because the kids love the buddies too.
Yeah.
So from a directorial point of view, I just make sure I remember that 5-year-old that's going to be in the audience and what they'll want to see, and not to stray too far away from who Blippi is and what he is about and what he cares about bringing to the kids. So that's kind of what we pay attention to.
Yeah, sure. So has directing always been what you've done? You've been a performer as well.
I've been a
Um,
performer for much longer than I've been on the directing side.
yeah.
It's quite exciting to be able to merge the two in this with this project specifically.
Hmm. Yeah. So what sort of what do you love about theatre? I mean, is it children's theatre that you've worked in predominantly in your career?
I've done a bit of both. I've done children's theater and non-children's theater.
Hmm.
Nothing beats though the kids are just raw and just give you an applause like no other.
Yeah.
So, there it's easy. There's both easy and hard to please children, I feel, but especially with
Mm.
theater, like, and especially with a character like Blippi, they're your biggest fans, and they never fail to put smiles on your faces with their excitement. So um, it's so rewarding being able to see how happy they get seeing their superstar Blippi up on stage. So
Yeah, absolutely.
uh,
It must be so heartwarming to watch it sort of unfold and their little faces must be wonderful. I mean, as
so
you've
true.
traveled around the country with this show, how do you feel that the children in different countries react to Blippi? Is there a difference?
Not really, surprisingly. I was surprised the very first time we went to a non-English or not a predominantly English speaking country, and I just didn't know that they would react as well as the English speaking audiences. But it's the same everywhere. They love him just as much, and they get just as excited. They know all of the caller responses. It's really cool. It's really cool to watch and to meet all these different kids from all over the world, and to have such an impact on them in the same way as they would back at home.
Yeah, sure. So once you've left London, where are you off to after that?
I don't know yet, actually.
Oh, okay.
That might be, we're wrapping up the Wonderful World Tour and moving on to more Blippi excitement. So
Ah.
any more shows will be announced on our website, blippiontour.com. But we are moving on to more Blippi fun after the end of the World Tour.
Yeah, sounds fantastic. So I will put on the next slide where people can get their tickets for the show. But it's a great show for kids to see, especially as our big summer holidays are coming up. So parents will need something to do over that time.
Absolutely.
So if you could sell the show for us, why people should come and see Blippi, the Wonderful World Tour.
I'd say if you and your family and your children are a fan of Blippi, you don't want to miss this experience to see Blippi and Mika and all of their friends live on stage this summer at the Harold Pinter Theatre. It's truly a fun time. You'll get to hear all of Blippi's favorite songs and sing and dance and get all of your wiggles out and just have a great time. And there's also an opportunity to meet Blippi and Mika after the shows as well. So it's truly a fun experience that you shouldn't miss.
That's fantastic. And is that just in with a standard ticket, just so we know? Do they have to buy anything extra for the
It is
meet?
extra for the meet and greet
Yeah,
experience. And all of that
sure.
information is also on the website.
Sure. Okay. That sounds fantastic. I mean, I look forward to looking at some of the pictures online that these kids put up, because I just think they're going to have an absolute blast. So thank you so much for having a chat with me today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so
And
much.
hopefully you enjoy your stay in London.
Thank you. I shall.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, it's me, Blippi.
Blippi's back on stage with his brand new Wonderful World Tour.
I'm an excavator.
Sing, dance, and make new discoveries. In Blippi, the Wonderful World Tour with special guest Mika.
My name is Mika. Yeah, it's nice to meet ya.
For tickets and more, visit BlippiOnTour.com. Blippi, the Wonderful World Tour.